It's Sunday, November 17th, the day after my first ultramarathon. We are back in Sandy at our home.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling tired now. It's kind of hit me, but surprisingly really well as far as the rest of the body. Way better than my first marathon. So that was just like a really good training day, I think, and to prepare for this endeavor.
So going back to the beginning of the trip when we arrived in Moab, how did that day go?
That day was, so this is the Zoom X Ultra Fly Trail. Super excited to be running in these. The Zoom X foam feels awesome, super responsive. And then it has the Fly plate in there too to be nice and fast and springy. Need all the speed I can get.
All right, where are we at?
We are at Dead Horse State Park. We are doing a little 2-mile loop, shakeout run while Joe bikes next to me on the mountain bike. And then we're gonna go to Packet Pickup. I didn't realize how bad it was gonna be till we got to the trailhead at Bull Run. And the car was just like shaking from the wind, and I was like, oh no, this is gonna go probably not so great. But we got all the layers on. Anytime I have to run in pants is usually like not a good day, and I had to do that.
So do you want to tell us what the objectives were for that day?
Yep, so we were gonna, get a 2-mile training run, or like a bull run trail, probably one of the more technical parts of it, which was good because I didn't think it was gonna be as techy as that. So I'm glad I got to do that before the race and then knew what was coming. Joe was following me on the mountain bike. I heard something and then I turned around and he was just...
It's like we do a little climb in just a second.
Falling over his handlebars, and I was like, what just happened? It like wasn't a really bad spot. It was kind of just like these big rock slabs.
I don't know how that happened. Like, there's nothing there.
He just like
so there's nothing, so I was just watching the map.
But his tire just kind of went in the wrong spot, and he had a backpack full of gear and some more weight, and it just kind of went on over, and so that kind of freaked me out. Then we kept going, and then the last part was of the run, pretty big like sandy climb, and I was just like not really into it after that. So that was the pre-run recon of Bull Run.
So day one, not off to a super awesome start.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, then we kind of had a quiet drive back into town after that, I would say.
Bringing out the fight, yeah, bring on all the lightning, 'cause I'm looking for a hero, look inside the mirror, I find one. Oh, carry the hurt when it gets too hard, pick it up, dust it off. When I fall down 11, I get up 12, don't need nobody else. Yeah, I can save myself.
It's race day.
Good morning.
Good morning. What time is it?
4:20. It's early. All right, so it's now the morning of the race. We had a 4 a.m. wake-up call. First, I got some water and electrolytes in. Right after that, I made my English muffin with jam.
Well, folks, it's a little colder than we first were expecting with the forecast. It's going to be 29 at the start, and it's not going to get above 50. And then I just got to check on the wind, so we are redoing Kenny's layers. She's going with a long sleeve, and then the hooded Jackaroo Stride long sleeve hoodie.
We are all bundled up. Joe's getting his biking stuff ready. He's gonna ride to a few places on the course because he got a media pass. And we're gonna head over to the start.
So I'm not allowed to help her in any way whatsoever on the course. It was a totally self-supported ultra. But the media pass allows me to get on the course to film. So I'll be out there filming y'all, filming her, capturing that whole experience, and it should be a really fun time. I'm excited.
Yep.
I'm slightly nervous for my lady, because this is a big step up.
It's gonna be a big day.
Her first marathon was just about, what, a month and a half ago?
6 weeks. Exactly.
6 weeks exactly since her first marathon. and she's jumping straight into the deep end, going to her first ultra. 50K, let's get it.
Is Kenny G warm
so
now?
nice.
Let's see. Let's see it.
The cutest outfit. It's not gonna be a good time when I have to take it off. So there are 3 waves. I had decided that I was going to go on the second wave just because I wasn't really sure on where I should be. If I were to do this race again, I'd probably go towards the back of the first wave just to be with a little bit more competition, because after the second half of my race there wasn't too many people by me and I feel like I could have pushed myself a little bit more, but it was great. Like after the gun went off, I just felt awesome really right from the get-go. So freaking pretty. As soon as we started running, that first mile is just like a flat road, and then it started to climb. You know, I was jogging and then I was just kind of power hiking for a while too to make sure to conserve some energy. Then mile 3 and 4 were pretty quick, like 9:20-ish times. And it was just gorgeous. Those miles were some of my favorite. The sun was coming up by then. Mile 4, like running in some sandy trail, heading to Gemini Bridges.
Alrighty, so I made it to the top of Gemini Road. Don't know if you can see that. Beautiful view. But I'm just getting things sorted, bike put together. Hey, I got like a 7-mile all downhill to get to aid station 2, which is the first place I'm gonna see Kendra. So.
Alright, so I skipped aid station number 1. I had enough fuel in my pack. So then I went up a climb, and then I was flat for a little bit, tripped on a rock, went down hard on my hands, shook it off, then just kind of realized I have to pay attention every single step and told myself to stay focused. At mile 7.8 was the second feed zone, the first one for me to stop at. So many good snacks to choose from. This is, I think, the reason why people do ultras versus road races, because most just have like fruit and drinks, but they had water, scratch mix, they had about every kind of snack you can imagine. First thing that caught my eye was nerd clusters. So I grabbed those and then took off.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Alright, so we just got done with aid station 2. She's looking pretty good. She did mention she took a tumble on a big rock, but she's still moving well, seemed in good spirits, didn't see any big scrapes or bruises on her, so yeah, I think she's doing all right. cut that one real close. I just got there about 10 minutes before she did. So I'm gonna keep moving and see if I can stay ahead of her. Yeah, let's go.
So from this point, you're gonna go up to the highest point on the course, which has an aid station. And then you're gonna go into this trail called Bull Run. So take us through how you were feeling on race day as opposed to the pre-run day.
I felt so much better on Bull Run race day versus the recon. The climb didn't feel nearly as hard as I expected it to be. I think just because it was so spread out. So I was ready to crush the downhill after that.
Yeah, when I looked up with you and was following you, I was getting out of breath just in that 1 mile on Bull Run. You were absolutely flying. From this point, I had to hop back on my bike and ride up that sandy hill and then go around and get back to you. But I'm still just ecstatic. You are way ahead of schedule at this point, like just cruising.
Yeah, so from Bull Run trail to the next speed zone, my hip pain started that I've been dealing with for the last couple weeks. It did kind of go away. I just kind of thought to myself that this is my last race. This is what I've been training for all season. I just decided to like block it out and just push through, and that this was the last race and I'm gonna have a break after this.
So that was the first part of the race that I was actually worried about you, was when you were having that hip pain. And I'm like, oh, you still got 10 miles to go. It's still like a long ways. But you were just hauling ass. Yeah, no other way to put it.
Yeah, I think just because everything else felt so good on my body besides that one hip, I was like, I'm just gonna go with the rest of how my body's feeling and just push through it. I didn't feel like it was a type of injury where it would get significantly worse by pushing. So I just decided to go for it.
Yes, that way.
So then from this point on, I don't get to see you for the rest of the race. So let's take us from there, take us home.
Yeah, it did get to be some long miles from when I last saw you. Just because it was so spread out by then, I wasn't running with that many people by me. I was just trying to pick off people one by one. From then, no one passed me, so that was good. That was kind of like my goal, like to just like hold that spot. But at that point, I realized like, okay, I could do under 6, and so I started to get really excited and just like staying focused on every step. Don't do anything stupid. I had seen multiple people fall just because they're kind of looking around or whatever. It's really hard not to because it's so beautiful. Alright, at mile 26.14. Still going uphill. Gorgeous views.
Let's go, Kendra!
I think I broke 6.
So
that
good.
last mile I was pushing, I was like, I'm not gonna make it. Thank you so much. It looked so far away once I did get to the bottom of that last climb to see the finish. I was like, oh no. I was like, I can't not make 6 hours. So my last mile was 8:11 pace, mile 28, and then the last 0.7 was like 7 something pace. It was getting down where like it was gonna be like seconds if I was gonna make it. So just like constantly watching my watch. Heart rate was super high. It's like, I don't know how long I can sustain this, but we're gonna find out and just keep pushing till the very end. And there was a guy within the last like foot that I caught for a little sprint. So, and I was right under, so it was 5:59.25 was my chip time. So
Impressive. So yeah, you come in just under 6 hours, you smash your goal of 7 hours, and at this point, how are you feeling?
I'm ecstatic. I can't believe what just happened, that my legs just turned on like that and they could just go. They were so fresh. Super happy with how I felt. I had a couple moments where I was like nervous about like why I felt so good. I'm like, oh no, like just preparing that something bad's gonna happen, but trying to just be happy with how I felt. But everything nutrition wise felt great. It was really good running weather though too. Like I think that definitely helps.
And overall, what did you think of this course for your first 50K?
Stunning. We had visited this park a couple of years ago, so we knew how pretty it was, but like actually getting on the trails is just breathtaking. And there's so many different parts we got to see over the 29 miles. Highly recommend doing this course. It was so fun.
And so my final question for you, next year, are we seeing Kenny G in the 50-mile race?
So yeah, within an hour after the race, I was like, I could do it. I could do 50. Like, I could see myself doing one in the future. I'm not sure if it'll be next year. It's kind of debating on whether if I want to go back to half marathon. I think that's a really good distance for me. I don't know. We'll have to see. Thank you so much for watching this video and following along on my ultra journey. There's more to come. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear your feedback. Thank you.